It is day 6 of launching a show about creativity. It's called Like Really Creative. Today is a pretty busy day. I've had 2 interviews so far, one with Rodney Ellis, who's a photographer and a director, and Sam Reeves Hill, who is a painter and a muralist and a photographer. And then I have an interview in about an hour with Anderson Goin, who started Ugly Art Co., which I'm a member of. And I'm really excited for this interview with Anderson because he's the one that really put me out there. He gave me a chance when I was a young artist, like actually putting visual art out there, paintings and things like that, because I didn't start until about 2020. And he's really grown Ugly Art Co. to something big. Like, we have our own gallery now. There's events every weekend. There's exhibitions. It's an incredible roster of artists. And it should be a pretty good interview. I was talking to Rodney Ellis today, and I was just blown away by his learning process and really the things that inspire him. Like, I've never heard anybody say, I'm really inspired by chase scenes right now, like chase scenes in action movies. And I was like, tell me more. You have to tell me more about that. So that'll be really cool. Sam Reeves Hill, we talked a lot about family and how her mom inspires her, how her dad inspires her, and her daily journaling art practice, which I can relate to, because one of the ways that kind of gets me creative or kind of opens me up to being more receptive is journaling, doing morning pages, which I learned from The Artist Way, which truly changed my life. I could do a whole episode on The Artist Way. And I'm starting to notice that I shouldn't book 3 interviews in one day, probably, just because it's a little hectic and I don't want to burn myself out. I do run the risk of burning myself out. So on the weekends, I want to do maybe 3 interviews for the whole weekend, and like 1 interview at night, like 2 to 3 times a week. So my next step is to reach out to more artists, to start scheduling some things. And, yesterday I was talking about feeling guilty and not making art, and just saying that out loud and admitting it, allowed me to actually make some music last night. And I found these 2 new plugins that I've never used with Logic Pro called Fat FX, which was a tool that was already on there. And then I found this thing called The Spice by Phil Spicer, and I added them to songs that I previously made, and I was like, this is exactly what I've been missing in my music, is that like smooth but also fat and like fuller sound. And it makes me want to like go remaster everything. But like finding those plugins, it inspires me more. Like, I feel like I just like leveled up using those. And I started watching the Diane Warren documentary on MasterClass called Relentless, and I'm about 30 minutes into it, and I'm so inspired. She's written so many amazing songs, and she never gave up. She was just so consistent. And this whole project is a practice in consistency, because you can't grow on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok without consistency and putting out good content with creative people, interesting topics, and doing the hard, tedious work in the back end, like adding captions and uploading through the platforms, and adding music to TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and making the clips. I'm getting exhausted just talking about it. I'm actually kind of pretty tired right now, but I just have one more interview. And Anderson's so easy to talk to. He's very boisterous, and he has such good energy, and I can't wait to see what happens.